In real estate, you can almost get tired of hearing words like one of a kind, unique, special. So I'm not gonna say it, I'm gonna show it. With things like this covered porch, that incredible oversized backyard, this private driveway, this exterior that's straight out of one of your favorite novels, a climate-controlled family playroom over that covered porch with direct views of Lake Ontario. Some incredible bedrooms with their own personality. Hello, New Toronto fans. We're down by the lake today here at 48 4th Street, and behind me, we got a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, family-centric stunner that you're not gonna see anywhere else. We got a 41 by 123 deep property, giving you all of that space, not only on the exterior of the property, private driveway, extra width, a lot of privacy, but also on the interior going, hey, this is nice and wide, giving us lots of room for our family. And the word of the day is family, family-centric. The qualities and characteristics of this home are all about living your best, most creative life, keeping everyone on their toes and bringing everyone together. And that happens nowhere else like it happens at 48 4th Street. So I'm not gonna tell you anymore. I'm gonna continue to show you. Let's get inside and take a look. Coming off that covered porch into our massive front entrance, we got our closet here, large front hall closet. We even got our custom, you know what? This isn't the right entrance. Let's do the other entrance. Coming through that side entrance, off that breezeway, right into our main living space, we got that large, you know what? This is the wrong entrance. I should do the mudroom. Only makes sense to use the entrance you're gonna use the most. And of course, that's the family mudroom right off that massive private driveway here at the rear of the house with the side entrance. Beautiful custom extra high door here with the side panel. This opens, allowing you for that big furniture to come in, my friends. Right here, we got a ceramic mimicking stone, all heated. Every single floor in this house is heated with in-floor heating. And yes, you forced airers, don't worry. We have forced air throughout the house, giving you that cooling. It's gonna make all your parents happy. Trust me. Here we have the oversized mudroom with built-in bench seating, storage, lots of room to hang, its own separate powder room, and some beautiful windows. Whether it's the views of the sports court, the gardens, the koi pond, the grass area, the mature trees, it's up to you where you want to look, but trust me when I say, every view is beautiful. Speaking of views, let's just note a few things here, guys. Love the hooks, the choices here, these little built-in nooks for baskets and storage. Love to see this place for the keys, some of the mail, that stuff, that room that we need at the front that we never quite have, where you're getting it here, and even the perfect spot for your umbrellas. Melt in my heart. You can see even more places to hang those coats right here. When I say mudroom, I mean the mudroom. Let's check out this main living space. So let's talk about this custom kitchen from Thomas James Cabinetry in Muskoka. No expense spared, no customization not thought of, and of course, you're getting 2 islands and a built-in fireplace with concealed appliances, not to mention an EGA stove. This house is all about family, and this is why I'm starting in the heart of the home, the kitchen, and I'm gonna start from the left-hand side, my left-hand side. I'm gonna take you all the way to the right so you can feast your eyes on the kitchen you've not seen anywhere else. Let's start with this built-in pantry over here, my friends. This is all solid wood or plywood boxes, dovetailed ready to go, slow close. That's organization inside of style, inside of function. Of course, that stuff goes all the way up and all the way down, giving you the book-matched feel as we spread across the kitchen. Island 1 has a huge kind of pantry space below it with some of my favorite produce drawers. Never seen this. They look like a basket. They're all kind of custom made. And this is where you put those potatoes and the yams, the stuff that needs to be cool and dry, but you don't want it in the refrigerator and you don't want it rotting in the bottom of the drawer. It's breathing here, it's on display, and I love it. Yes, we got the beer wine fridge right here, all tucked in, away, clean eye lines from the back, but function at the front. We got drawers, drawers, drawers. We got your beautiful spice racks built in, of course, your tray and cutting board storage here surrounding the Aga stove. If you don't know what this is, Aga stove, look it up. This is what you're after. Love this range hood. Nice custom warm wood feel, matches our shelves, gives us that bit of character here in what is a really kind of sleek and simple high-end kitchen. Moving forward all the way across, we got a built-in dishwasher here. Love this chunky big appliance handle. More storage. Love the concealment that you get from this with some of the display space as well, giving you the choice of keeping it tucked away and also showing it off a little bit. Double undermount, Blanco composite sink. Love these, easy to clean, maintain, they don't chip. This is the sink you're after, and I love that it's got the 2 spaces. Guys, don't do it. Don't make the mistake of the one big sink. You need that duality between the 2 areas in the sink. Lots of storage below, and I love, look, it's got a little storage thing here, and I know you're cringing, oh, is that the garbage? No, that's this extra little spot for maybe compost, because we have the full garbage pull-out over here. And I love that they put another drawer on top, so that's not all one big wasted space. Those bins often come in one size. Why not utilize that? That's good thinking, like you're seeing throughout the rest of the kitchen. More storage. Of course, we got a big, beautiful Fisher Paykel fridge here, double doors, love that. Appliance handles, big chunky handle across, giving us that freezer below. And we go into these double pantries surrounding our fireplace. Let's take a look at this. This is probably my most favorite thing I've seen in a home in years. This is that raised fireplace. There's racks for this so you can do cooking. There's an inflow of air. It goes out perfectly. I've been burning in here. There's no smoke. The eye lines are perfect, so it serves this focal point of the room. And it's so exciting. This is the type of thing that not only has you falling in love with this property in the spring and summer, but in the colder months where you go, well, let's go over to the so-and-so's house by that fireplace, bake some cookies, sit by the fire, and just enjoy all those views into the outdoors and go for a walk down by the lake. You know I'm saying the real stuff here. Love this feature here, all that gorgeous wood storage. And of course, that comes up and hits the fireplace, so you don't have to have a ton of in and out. You can have it all stored here. Every couple of weeks, you go out and restock. Love the storage in the depth. Look at the space, the counter space here. This is one of those things you just don't see anywhere, but you see it in commercials and in television and movies, and that's true to form. This house has been in a Starbucks commercial, an Nespresso commercial, and even an eBay commercial. Second island here, we got a beautiful built-in microwave here. Love, it's got a little trim detail of wood, and drawers, 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 drawers. People, drawers, 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 pull-outs. When you see a kitchen of this level and it's made by a company with this type of reputation, and then you see that, come over here, you're getting a product that doesn't only look amazing on the outside, but is just as high quality on the inside. Ask your contractors, your friends, how much extra it is to have it built out like this, and you're gonna see, ooh, 4th Street, they've done some stuff. Love this. Countertops, not to go unmentioned. White quartz, easy to clean, maintain. Just think, moms, dads, parents, how nice it'll be to wipe these down and go, oh, clear countertops, 2 of them, so much counter space. I dare you, send me a listing with this much counter space with a fireplace like that. Of course, this all ties together beautifully with this warm hardwood. We have a real wood product on the top with engineered flooring on the bottom, which allows for this to not shrink and expand on top of our in-floor heating, which goes throughout this entire house. I cannot wait to show you this utility room. And yes, I'm gonna say it again, we got that forced air AC, so there's no split units hanging out here and there. It's nice, seamless. You're not seeing all these bulkheads. This floor, beautiful, natural, feels so good with the air of this home. Check out this dining room, my friends. We have an 8, 9, 10-seater here, and there is ample room for a 12-seater if that's what you're after. Think about dining against these windows with these views, the natural light and abundance, the stars at night, the vibe from that front porch, looking at this kitchen, and also being right next to that fireplace. So not only are you enjoying the fireplace from the kitchen, the preparation element, but this just overlaps as your dining room becomes part of this same space, and it starts to feel really exciting, like a restaurant or something out of a movie or a magazine. And that's exactly why companies that are kind of at the highest end of our daily little treat and that little jolt of excitement for our soul have come and shot right here, because they go, this is the kind of thing that gets people excited. Imagine having that every single day. Just gonna mention the view down through our mudroom. They didn't want to obstruct that view, so we got beautiful wood banisters that work so well with the air of this home and this neighborhood, so that there's no disconnect or blockage. It flows right out so perfectly. This whole thing should be celebrated. I'm certainly celebrating it today. Let's turn this whole thing around and take a look at one of the living room spaces. Before I take you there, I'm just gonna stop real quick at our piano space. I can't tell you as a top realtor how often I get from buyers, and we need a space for a piano. Well, here is a beautiful original upright, a great frame TV above it so that you can get some of that crossover. Fades away as a piece of art, but when you want to watch a YouTube tutorial when you're cooking or baking with the kids, it's all right here. Now this space could otherwise be forgotten. They purposely made it big enough to take a piano. You might even get a baby grand in here. And I just want to give you a little stop moment. Think about getting ready at the end of the day, making lunches, making dinner with the family. You got the whole family gathered around this kitchen. You got that fire going. You got these views to the yard, the echoes of the basketball game that was just played, all that stuff. And you sit down and you say, hey, so-and-so, why don't you play us one of those songs that you learned this week at the piano? And now that sound of piano music and that feel of the fire and that emotion you get from the whole family being together is all encapsulated in this one incredible family space. Tell me your life doesn't change the more and more you have moments like that. Just tell me. Pushing forward, my friends, into our formal living room space. You got tons of room here. You can put up this any way you want. Wrap a big, huge couch this way if you want. Get a massive big screen TV. Keep it this way. I love this setup. You got the club chairs, a big ottoman. You got this oversized couch. You got these windows, the views out to the yard, and you even have room for kind of a bar cart setup over here and more storage over here. I love the details of this house. So you can set this up any way you want. You get lots of living rooms where, you know, they're this size and you can set them up any way you want. But what you don't get is the depth and the feel of the extension from the views into the porch. And you don't get details like this little Harry Potter room or this dog space underneath here, completely finished, heated, lovely, matching all the trims. This is the custom stuff that really takes a property like this to the next level, gives it that character, makes the kids remember. Think about that house you remember from your childhood where you go, oh, remember the Johnsons had X, Y, and Z, and they had this and they had that. This house, 48 4th Street, is that house. I'm showing you that. We'll get a little insert of that. Just look at this big front hall closet. It's not normal to get into the front hall, but I can tell you a lot of these front hall closets are tiny. Certainly, there's never a huge mudroom at the back and side like that. But this goes all the way in here. There's storage for shoes, lots of rooms to hang stuff, bike helmets, stuff below. It's got a little light, turn it off and on. It's just beautifully finished. It's not that everything's perfect and you look in the closet and you're overwhelmed. Even in the deepest nooks and crannies in this house, you're gonna be impressed. Now, I would leave this normally, but I think we need to do a quick walk around of our covered porch, because after all, in the spring, summer, and autumn months, that, my friends, is gonna be an extension of this main living space. So let's take a quick walk around. Now, my friends, I only know one other family that have a covered porch like this. And on nights like this, and on Fridays, and even on Sunday afternoon, even in the spring, they'll sit out here, cuddle together underneath a blanket, maybe some friends sitting right here, sharing stories, drinking coffee, drinking wine, and taken in the neighborhood. And spaces like this have disappeared from our culture. You do not see new homes built with big front porches that are designed for, hey neighbor, why don't you guys come over for a drink? Why don't you bring the kids up? Come on, yeah, put your bike right here. People, you have to be factoring this stuff in when you're searching. The house isn't just about the beds and going to bed and watching TV. It's about the life that it invites inside of it. It's about the life that it creates right on the doorstep. And you're not gonna find a better life created than you're gonna find right here on 4th Street at number 48. Keep coming with me. Look at this detail. Look at the sunshine coming in here. We got the ferns hanging. Can you hear the birds chirping right now? Oh, I love these little sitting spots. Love the setup. This could be a massive couch here. Look at the detail even right with this little bit of wrought iron centerpiece here taking us through that yard. You can see that sports court and you can see the huge green space behind it. There's just no sacrificing here. There's no making up, no compromise. You're getting it all. In our screen door, so of course that breeze can be coming through all summer long, and back in to our main living space. Now you've seen the main level, you've seen a little bit out front, let's head upstairs. Gotta love that main level. I'll just bring you the first detail as we come upstairs. Not only is this a great staircase with a little wind in both the banister and the spindles, but here we have a newer window with the old original window in front of it on a hinge. So you get all the R value and heat retention of that newer window, but with the style and that kind of throwback of the original stained glass. That's what we want. Come with me and check out this principal suite. Now we have that same gorgeous hardwood, all that in-floor heating that we have downstairs, so we get this real cohesiveness between the two levels. Now, am I showing off or am I showing off when I show you this massive principal suite? And what I can tell you is the accoutrements with it will keep you happy. Coming inside, we got a massive amount of space here. You got room for triple side tables. You got the king size bed. I love the double pendant setup here. We've even got room for this low profile fan, giving you that perfect little bit of white noise and a little bit of airflow. But speaking of airflow, we got the double doors that walk out to a huge terrace right off this principal. We'll get an insert of that. Lovely natural light. We got lots of plants in this house showing you, man, life thrives in here, and it's all that vitamin D that comes in from outside. You get that nice simple space, room for built-ins or big desk over here, or a nice reading chair, a lounger. You get the point. What I'm trying to tell you is there's a ton of space, and no, you don't need built-ins or anything like that because we got all that stuff just behind you. Check this out. Loving this little corridor space here. We got a makeup area. Now this could be a work from home desk. This could be a little coffee bar. All I'm telling you is there's this extra den here. You got a beautiful little window. It's even got a privacy blind on it, or complete blackout blind, so you can get that real good sleep in you. And you got these two pendants, matches what's happening over top of that bed. Across here, we have a nice privacy door that allows that natural light into our walk-in closet. Loving this walk-in closet. Now, of course, it's got the heated floors and it's got the built-ins. It's even got the perfect spot for your ironing board. Little look in here, there's a place to hang your belt, little pull-out stuff for baskets up top. All nice, neat, and tidy. Certainly enough space for two people. And I love that it closes off. So if you just don't feel like organizing it or being on top of it one day, just leave the closet closed. Coming through, what do we get? We get the massive principal bath. Same warm hardwood in here. Nice and warm on the toesies, because yes, guys, it's heated. Huge shower space in here. Look at this shower. Let me go in. You got a bench seat for 3 if that's what you're after. Love these kind of herringbone tiles on the floor. Nice modern stacked, kind of mimicking marble. Look at the shower heads. You get the big raindrop. You got another direct for the people who want that extra pressure. And of course, you have a wand, and it's all encapsulated behind this custom glass. That's gonna be easy to clean and maintain. And I love the style. That's gonna be on point even in 25 years because it's so neutral and perfect. Coming through, we got more space. Of course, we're still showing off with our double sinks. We got a natural stone countertop here, the double undermounts, just nice and perfect and clean. A little bit of storage because after all, you need a little bit of place to put a wastebasket or some towels or whatever on either side. Really well thought out here. I love the mirrors with that transom light, giving us all the cross light. This house is all about cross light, natural light, and these squares on the floor are making you feel really at home down by the lake. Love this spot. I often go, there's a perfect spot for the throne, but the most private spot is always the most perfect spot for the throne. I love this setup. Really good use of space here. This could even get more private. You can put a door here, no problem, if you want a little bit of that extra privacy. Big, beautiful fan in here, pot lights, cooled, natural. You get the idea. Love that. On this side, it's a flat door. But on the side facing the closet, of course, it's a floor to ceiling mirror. Really well thought out, which really is the tagline for this house. If the bigger tagline of "you'll never see anything better for your family" wasn't taking all the action. Okay, let's see some of these other bedrooms. The character and this charm and the customization does not stop here, my friends. It keeps going. Imagine you were a kid living in this bedroom. You come through here. This connects to that massive family playroom, which is also being called our fourth bedroom because there's the space for it. And just, you know, the idea of these guitars on the wall and the sound of music that's going to echo through this house is exactly what this house is all about. That same gorgeous hardwood. We got that reclaimed trim in here. Lots of space. There could even be a king-size bed in here. Just look at the storage options. Little built-in shelf over here. Love this feature of this window over here, bringing in that light, kind of connecting the room to the hallway. Easy to close off if that's what you want. Love this glass door taking us through to that playroom. And of course, we got the double closets here to my right. Really good size room. Set this up many different ways, but this is what I'm used to seeing even in a principal suite space for the bed. And we're getting it in one of our secondary bedrooms. Let me take you through this massive family room space before I take you to another bedroom. Check this out. What is this? Goonies, Ferris Bueller, Babysitter's Club. Every kind of nostalgic feeling and bone in my body comes alive when I see a room like this. And every adult thing also comes alive because not only does it have the charm, the character, the views, the treetops, the lake, that kid-like sensibility, but it has fully new window system, completely new flooring, complete insulation. Look at the views. I know the owner right now works from this space because I'm telling you, my friends, when you're looking at the lake and you're getting that sunshine and you're owning this house, this is one of those places that you come just to check in and give yourself a little pinch. Oh yeah, it's real. I literally own this house. Amazing. Look at this space. Room here for so much. Of course, this could be a fourth bedroom, just this piece, and you could have another fifth bedroom over here. It's a show-offy thing to have this massive sectional right here. And I got views down both corridor here. Now this is where the kids come up on Sunday with their friends on those play dates. They come to play the drums, play guitar, do the Legos. They sleep in here at night and it feels like they're up in a tree house. This is really the type of thing your children will never forget. Your kids' friends will never forget it, and you'll never forget it. Look at more space here, more room for storage. I was just saying to someone, not only are these great windows because of the view and the light and they're all new, but they're also at the perfect height that you can actually get things in here. You can put a couch in front of the window. You can put dressers in here, storage in here. Easy to extend these spaces if you want to make more bedrooms up here. You have the square footage. Guys, tell me you're not freaking out when you see this space. Coming over here, this wasn't set up by us. It's not some like, oh yeah, and they just hung a thing and put a yoga mat in. The parents actually use this space as a workout space. This is mounted 100% correctly. This is exactly where you want to do yoga in the morning, my friends. And I know I'm telling you what you're feeling because you got a view of the lake, you got sunshine, and it feels serene, it feels centered. And that's what's so special about this house. from that fireplace piano love fest we got going on downstairs to up here in the treetops where you get that complete kind of oneness with yourself feeling. It's magic, and I'm not just saying that. Love this space. You can even get a great view of the yard here. Now let me show you another bedroom. Coming into another bedroom here, really good size. We got tons of storage here, huge closet space, and this could be even pushed across here. This is storage that goes up to the attic. I'm gonna give you a shot of that because there is tons of space up there. There could even be a 5th or 6th bedroom or office space converted up there in the future. Of course, you're gonna get permits and all that stuff. The reason this wasn't made closet space is these people thought if they ever wanted to turn this space or cut off half of it to create another bedroom, this would become a corridor and you could enter here with a door from the hallway and you would add the extra space to the house with simplicity and ease. Of course, ask me for floor plans. I got lots of ideas if you need more space. I can't imagine that you do, but if you do, there's options like this attic and utilizing some of this awesome porch family room amazingness. All right, let's go and check out the family bathroom. Great family bath in here. Classic, love the white subway tile with the black grout. Great spot for the throne. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. In the beginning, when I came to this house, this was a Lego themed bathroom. It was yellow and blue and red. It was really fun. And you know, the stagers and everyone were like, let's tone it down a bit, but you can still feel some of that love in here. And you know, it's neutral the way you want it, but you can really bring the bang. If you're loving the details and the family vibe and the excitement of this house, there's a way to kind of really bring this back to that Lego vibe, or you can keep it neutral and spa-like. Love the white fixtures, everything neat and tidy. Love this little privacy window, natural wood door. Beautiful shower stall, nice soaker tub on this, nice clean lines, none of that kind of weird detail, just nice and simple, really gonna be in style. You can see this is just an insert if you wanted to change this out, but it's that little bit of Lego left in the room. I like it, I think your kids will like it. After all, that's who's gonna be using this likely. What a great secondary bathroom. Of course, we have that huge principal bath. We got this one, we got that powder room. We got a full family bathroom in the lower level. Speaking of lower levels, let's go down there and check it out. Huh, nice little toasty fire still going. And coming down, my friends, often when you see a kind of classic house like this that's been completely new level, high basement down here, giving you the lay of the land. We got a full family bath to my left. We got this awesome entertainment space, oversized here. Got a Murphy bed built in over here for your guests. And we got a full office space over here. In front of me, we got an oversized laundry space with a craft and baking room so that you can just live your best life during those snow days, or heck, even when it's a nice day. Sometimes you just want to be down in the basement doing crafts. Well, no one has the basement like 48 Fourth. Where do we start? Let's start with this huge room here. Like I said, got this Murphy bed here. What a detail. This comes all the way down. It's weighted, it's built in, it's included. Disappears, but for those sleepovers and stuff, you know they're gonna pull this down and sit and watch TV on it. Of course, this couch moves over here, no problem. Nice, tight woven kind of Burberry wool carpet down here. Love the setup. Tons of room here for everything you're gonna want. This could even be a pool table room and you'd have ample space. All these built-ins, not cheap, well thought out. Again, you got the storage with the open shelves. Got a little electric fireplace built in there for some ambiance and room for the big screen TV. Even thought out, little spot for the sound bar and the Apple TV, and it doesn't have to be unneat and tidy. It's gonna be sleek. It's all gonna match the detail of the rest of this house. Let me show you this little office over here before I show you that side. Come with me. Giving you the natural light, but keeping the sound of the kitties out if indeed you're using this as an office. Look at this. This is your setup for your standing desk. We got a nice kind of Mexican tile on the floor. Remember, my friends, the whole house is in floor heat. So you're not getting dampy, mildewy basement vibes here. You're getting toasty, warm, upside down awesomeness in a lower level. big, huge window bringing in the natural light. This comes all the way around. We got some storage space over here. This really makes a great office, and it's just perfectly away from the rest of the house where you're gonna get things done and not feel like people can get your attention every 5 minutes. Otherwise, makes a great storage room for the kids, great storage room for your extra stuff, whatever you want it to be. To me, it's too bright and cheery and perfect to just use for storage, but after all, it's not my house. Nice simple tub like upstairs. You got that simple surround in there, nice and easy to clean, gonna be in style forever. Big vanity, love that this kind of fits in perfectly with the basement, but also ties that kitchen in. That same Mexican or Spanish tile. And we got this great spot for our throne. Full family bathroom down here so that when we have guests over the holidays, or we just don't want to leave the movie room as we're watching, you know, a marathon of Harry Potter, you got everything you need right here. Check out this room. Oh, not to mention the killer sliding door gives you that little bit of character. And that seems to be another theme of this house, character. Nice quality, really thick hardware up here on this slider. And they've even thought it out to have that frosted glass so you get that bit of privacy, but all that natural light coming through. Here we got the oversized washer and dryer. Great spot on top. You can put your stuff, you got access to it and you're not cramped. Room to store, hanging area over here, spot for your hampers, love that. We got not just a laundry sink, but a nice double basin sink here with storage below, all built in to the folding table of your dreams. Of course, I'd say about here is the folding table, and all of this becomes our craft baking room, or that snow day escape space, that sewing room, whatever it might be. It might just be storage, but it's up to you. Lovely tile in here, heated, high flat ceilings, natural light booming in from those side windows. And this another fun detail so that the kiddies can come up here and use this space to the best of their imagination. Same goes for you guys. You're not seeing this space elsewhere. And speaking of not seeing it elsewhere, check out this utility room. Now, I'm lucky enough to sell lots of properties and shoot lots of videos, but rarely do I step inside the utility room to show it off. Here, it's a must. Look at the in-floor heating manifolds. Look at the organization that's gone into the house. Look at the system that is heating and cooling this property. All of this on timers, on regulators, easy to use and maintain because it's so well organized. Look at all these little shutoffs. We got our boiler here, that's our circulation boiler. And we have another entire boiler to do that heated water for your taps. Just in case one of these systems goes down, you're always gonna have the other running. Here, lots of space to store. You can see everything's been interior waterproof. That's interior waterproof. We got our central vac system. We got our 200 amp panel, all neat and tidy. We even have our gas manifold up here. So you can see where all the gas goes up here to the stove, and this one gets shut off, and this one's for the boiler, all neat and organized so that in a jam, anyone can come down here and read and follow the instructions and go, okay, I can figure this out. You can see from this that they haven't been cutting corners, that everything needed to be right. They didn't build this like so many other houses around just to make money. They built this for their family to have their very best experience. And you can just see it and feel it when you walk in every room, especially this utility room. Okay, so with all the use of this basement, you might say, we need some storage where we want to use all these rooms. Well, there's lots of storage they've thought out. I'm gonna just kind of point over here. There's a hidden closet. There's some hidden closets over here. There's that mudroom, and there's a massive shed out back I'm gonna show you. Of course, you can use that back room for storage. You could also use that office space for storage as well. You gotta love it. Let's head upstairs and take a look at this yard. Oh man, bad. Whoa, whoa. Oh! Okay, maybe not everyone's as athletic as me, but I love the vibe of having a sports course right here. Check this out, it's not just for basketball. It can be for hockey, it can be for soccer, so much. It can be for gymnastics, nice flat play space, nice and easy on the toesies. Clean that off, blow it off with the leaf blower or the broom. This is incredible to have and super easy to get rid of if it's not your jam. Look at this space, my friends. Let me just put this back. Love this terrace here. We got this set up right now with a little couch on it and everything. This could be a grilling space. They have a built-in grilling space just over here. Look at this spot to sit outside and dine. And we still have a tremendous amount of green space back here so that you can not sacrifice or say, most of the yard's made up of this kind of like sports area. You got this play sports area here that's nice and easy to clean, but you also have all your gardening needs met and all your trees and trimmings and the life that you want just in abundance back here. We even have a koi pond. Are the fish in it yet? They're not in it yet. Maybe when you come and see, the fish will be in here. This grows in beautifully. You can build your vegetable gardens. We got a massive storage shed here, which I am gonna take you inside of. We even have, I love this. This is real bamboo growing here and this gets huge. You cut it back and it has this amazing look. Now let's just turn from the yard for a second. Look at this house, okay? Because it is one beautiful place from out front, but it is incredible from the back. This is where you see the work that has got into this home. Because at first pass you go, oh, that's kind of this neat character-filled grand old dame on 4th Street down by the lake. But when you come back here, you realize, oh, this thing's state-of-the-art reno. It's got this little bit of like modern Nashville vibe to it. And that's really just approachability, modern, sleek, clean, but this tiny little bit of actual character. I was cleaning my hands, the soot off my hands today after doing that fire, and I had some dirt under my fingernails from doing a couple things around the yard, and I'm like, man, this house already has me living life, and I'm just the realtor. This is incredible, and I really think this picture says a lot about it. Now let's check out this huge storage area. Now, do I call this a shed? It's more of a workshop. It's got all the room for the tools. It's got the beer fridge back here, not included, but you get the idea. This is where you come with your best buddy and you say, hey, come check out my tools. Want a beer? And this is what it's about. This is right out of a television show, my friends. I'm not just saying that. You gotta feel what I'm saying. Now, the people that made this house, you're gonna see, man, every detail, everything thought of, things that you wouldn't think of have been done here for you. And you can't go and recreate that. Have you seen what's going on with construction costs? But even inside here, all this stuff has been built out. There's storage for snow tires. This is a plywooded wall. You can hang anything to it. That's amazing. I think there's also an access, so this could be opened up and you can do a little bit of a garage door on it if you wanted to in the future. You got big double French doors on this. So this could kind of become a pool cabana even if you wanted to try and put a pool in this yard. You have room for it. If you're looking for a pool, talk to the city, talk to some contractors. I think you got a stew going. You get the point. This is incredible. You got room for everything. There's zero compromises. And I'm just talking about the shed right now. Let's see a bit more. Again, love this dining al fresco spot. We got our grilling spot here, and we call it that because, of course, there's natural gas that runs out here for that barbecue. I know I just made some of you drool. And look at this space. And the thing about a 41-foot lot, my friends, is you're not just about the yard in the back. You're going, we got a lot of side yard here that really extends the vibe and the courtyard feel to a house like this. I get people say it all the time. We don't want to come out of our house and feel like our neighbors are right on top of us. And I say, good luck. Now I'm gonna say, check out 4th Street. Look at this. Here's another detail you're not seeing elsewhere. This stores, look at this, all the garbage bins and all that we have in the city of Toronto. Nice and tidy, so they're not out in the open. And on top, there's a planter box. So when you come here, you might actually have grasses and plantings up top, and you can do that yourself. Just think, you pull in your massive private driveway. That's right, private driveway for 2 cars for sure, likely 3, depending on the size of those cars. Pull right up, and you got your own kind of oasis hidden here. So people can see that there's something going on, but they can't actually see into your personal space because it's designed to be so private. Of course, we end back out front, and it all ends right back out front with the very first thing you fell in love with. They say you know within 15 seconds if a house is right for you. I'd say it takes about 1 second to know that 48 4th is the place. So my friends, let's talk a little bit more about this house and a little bit more about this area before I say goodbye. Okay, the house. Obviously, you're not seeing this elsewhere. Elements like this fireplace, like that exterior outdoor space, that front porch, that family room, that principal suite, these double islands with this exceptional custom kitchen, a lower level giving you an office and kind of a craft baking space, and just all of these perfect divisions, but every individual space being celebrated and heightened by creativity, thinking of every little detail, and also the workmanship that you're not gonna see anywhere else. So you gotta come and see this in the flesh to go, holy, oh my God, the kids are gonna love that. Can you imagine if we had this? Oh, that is the perfect place for the piano. Oh, for the holidays, it's gonna be this. Oh, it's just endless ideas and inspiration. And I think truly that's what life's all about. It's the journey, and this house is gonna encapsulate your journey and inspire you and your little ones forever. And I've said it in the past in this video, it's not just the people that are in your immediate family, it's gonna be everyone that touches you, that comes into contact with this house, that's gonna have stories and memories for years and years to come. You feel it in the flesh. I know I'm a salesperson and I'm saying this, but as you watch this video and you see these pieces tie together, you're gonna go, the guy's right, that place is just absolutely incredible. Let's get down there and see it. So New Toronto, guys, let's see. It's all about being south of Morrison. We have the lakefront right here. There's ample parks, skating rinks, views. You can truly see from that front space the lake from here. You're right down in the center of it all when it comes to New Toronto here. Now, New Toronto's got access to that Mimico Go. You can go to Long Branch Go. You got the main corridors of Islington and Kipling. You got schools, community centers, shops, and restaurants. It's all going on right here, a stone's throw from the city, and so close to all of these amenities in South Etobicoke that are just underrated, like being able to drive 5 minutes and get to Great Lakes Brewery and Costco and Canadian Tire and all of that stuff, but feeling like you live miles and miles away from all the hustle and bustle of that. So it's this perfect little off the beaten path secret. And the people who know it all too well. And the people who haven't seen it before come in and they go, what is this place? The answer is New Toronto. It is totally worth checking out, and I think it is totally undervalued for what it is when you consider all these different elements, that lake, this transit, this community, and the people that share these streets together. Absolutely, I won't say it, one of a kind. Okay, my friends. You've seen the house, you know the location, you've checked it out, you've street viewed it. Oh my God, it is right next to the lake. Oh, I need to see what this fireplace is like in person. There's nothing else to do. You gotta get down here and check this place out. Well, it is a beautiful day, almost as if the weather said, Mike's shooting 48 4th Street, let's give him the sunshine. So I am gonna take a couple extra minutes to take this in and hang out on the porch. You guys can do whatever you want today. It's your life. You just can't do it here, not unless you buy it. So I'll have to invite you to, well, get the heck out of here.